Hello, and it is the top round of qualifying number 2 here at the 112 Electric Track Championships, brought to you from the Hudy Arena in Slovakia. We are RC Racing. This is the 12th Euros for 2016 in association with Zen Racing, Montec and X-Ray, and of course EFRA, the European Federation of Radio Automobiles. And let's go away with our first car with Alexander Hagberg. Let's take Alexander from the start. And Alex has changed body shells overnight, and now he's on a pure white, non-green and white special. So he's decided, despite being the fastest person, he wants to try a different body shell this morning. So he's got a rattle can white down the straight. That is Alexander Hagberg with the X-Ray. And the first lap for Alex, a 12.8. So he's taken the lead immediately after one lap. And he has another rattle can white car in front of him, which is Jürgen Michael Tiet. So it's rattle can white for rattle can white, but there is a difference. One's in first and one's right back. Honeywell had a very bad first lap as well. So Hagberg now coming through the EFRA, and I think he's got a dead car in the middle of the track, and he's hit it, but he's got through. And he got through. Oh, you see, sometimes you need to be good, and sometimes you need to be lucky, and being both can help. And there he was lucky and good. Lap time of 12.30. He did lose 0.4 of a second though on that lap, so a bit irritated. That's let Mobers get a bit closer. Mobers actually currently timed as first, but I've got a feeling that Hagberg, once he gets into a bit of clean air, will be alright on this one. He's got more traffic ahead of him. Mobers gets through, and Levenon actually is looking some good speed. So as you can see, the top three are only divided by 0.2 of a second on the clock on the right hand side. Hagberg, once he gets into clean air, does appear to have the pace of this field at the moment. So as we spoke to them yesterday, a lot of them were saying, yeah, that's all right for now, but he's got the local knowledge, and bad luck there for Mobers. Let's drop back one car to Mobers. The yellow and orange machine had bad luck just previous in the lap where he hit a car, someone else's crash. That's going to send him back probably about a second. That probably cost him. Indeed, he's a 13.8. So that's a second he lost, not of his own fault, Mobers there. And he drops down the order in relation to Hagberg, who's now got a 2-second lead in the field with Levenon in third. Ollie Jeffries having to come through them back in fourth. Mobers looking very strong in modified, but no real answer for Hagberg at the moment. No one's had any answer for Hagberg for the last 2 years in the European Championships. But the person who's been closest on a number of occasions has been Marcus Mobers. Oh, that's not close. And that's Mobers, who therefore lost another 3 seconds, drops way down the field. So what we need to do, and I'm sorry about this, you need to move forward one car, Matt, and that's Juho Levenon in the white and the blue machine. So Levenon with the associated Finn, European champion back in 11, I think it was. May have been 10. It's all the years kind of meld together after a while. You're as old as me. So Levenon now picks up the mantle of being second, but he's already 3 seconds back on... Hello to RC Racing J Age. The problem he's got, Levenon, he hasn't really got the basic ground speed. In fact, Jeffries is struggling slightly as well, but Jeffries is now ranked second overall on predicted time. But as you can see, he's also about 3 seconds back. So the rest of the field, the Jeffries, Mobers, Levenon field is very, very close indeed. The problem is the Hagberg field is on his own out the front. He goes through more traffic. That's so Levenon and Mobers are circulating quite easily. Jeffries, I think, is all we had to let. Jeffries got some problems. He had to let himself be lapped or overlapped by the leader, because obviously he started 8 seconds behind him, because they start at 1 second gaps. We've lost Mark Stiles, we've lost Tim Altman already. Let's see if we can find Ollie Jeffries. He's in the yellow car about to go through the Zen Z now, the yellow-tailed machine. There goes Jeffries, paying the price a bit for starting as late as he did. He started because obviously they went off in the order of the last race. Jürgen Michael Tiet also requires, so we've lost 3 cars now from this one. These modified motors going particularly quickly. Once you hit something, you hit it hard, and on the whole, it doesn't always end well for the car. So Jeffries' lead, as you can see on the side there, when they all line up on 22 laps, will be about 4 seconds. Hagberg's lead about 4 seconds. We're with Jeffries. Jeffries down in 4th. And struggling. I think actually when he comes to the next lap, he'll move up yet second again. So Jeffries in second, but a long way back. And interestingly, on the road a long way back as well, though he's now not losing anything more to Hagberg as he gets through the traffic. So lap times, Jeffries 12.5, Hagberg 12.3, but Jeffries overtook someone here. Let's see what happens this time round. And this time round, Hagberg goes in a 12.7, Jeffries in 12.5. So Jeffries in clear air at the moment. It has a period of the race where he's slightly quicker. Interesting thing about these cars is they do come and go during the 8 minutes, depending on the additive. These top cars obviously are good the whole time, but you do find that the cars get a little bit better or a little bit worse by 2 or 3 tenths, depending on where you are in the 8-minute run, how your additive and how your tyres fit. I've had cars which have started up oversteering and end up understeering and vice versa. I've had cars which have been absolutely marvellous for 4 minutes in the middle and horrible at 2 minutes either end. You probably can't set a car up. Still with Jeffries. Let's move forward one car. That's our leader, Hagberg, going down the straight now. For once in the all-white car rather than the green and white car. 2:17 to go. Hagberg's lead is stabilising over Jeffries at about... he's on for 39.807. Jeffries on for 38.803, which would be about 8 seconds. So Hagberg is half a lap faster than the field at the moment, which is, I would think, pretty demoralising if you're part of the rest of the field. So Hagberg comes through the EFRA section and into the X-ray carousel with a metronomic precision into the ZenZ. 12.5 last time, 12.6 this time. Ollie Jeffries can match him lap for lap at this point, but he's already dropped 8 seconds. Now, some of that will be because he had to get through traffic, and some of that because Hagberg comes out of the blocks with a blistering pace. Very, very fast over the first 3 or 4 laps. You can see that Ollie Jeffries is that car on the corner of the frame, the yellow machine. He's not really lost any distance on Hagberg for the last 3 minutes, but obviously the damage was done in the first 3 minutes, or first 4 minutes. We come with a minute to go. That's your first and your second. We just drop back to Jeffries now. Just a little bit there, but I think he got away with most of that. Let's have a look how much damage that did. It was 12.9. That was 4 tenths of a second of an error there. That little spin off. Looks like he could be on for a second, which is good after his 29th in the first round. Mobers, after a couple of accidents, has dropped right off the pace this time. 11 and in third. Stadler and Honegal, the only two still going round. Honegal's not had a good race, but he's going to get reasonable points to get other people to stop running. Styles lasted 4 laps before disappearing off the side of the track. Jeffries actually really tight in the corners up there. It was a nice little run through the ZenZ. His reward was a 12.5, a couple of tenths faster. The cars do a little bit, tiny bit slower towards the back end of the heat, couple of tenths. And Hagberg wins this one quite easily. Jeffries, who we're with, is second. Levenon's third. So the results on the screen. And it's Hagberg who won that with a 39.808. Jeffries managed to close the gap up to about 6 seconds towards the end in second. Levenon was third. Mobers was fourth. Dennis Stadler was fifth. Huber Honegal was sixth. And no one else actually got the trip. So Jorg Michael Teat, Tim Altman and Mark Stiles all had to retire during the race.